Today we're going to pack 10 outfits in one carry-on bag. The ultimate trick to packing 10 outfits in a single carry-on for your summer or fall vacations is the art of mixing and matching your travel wardrobe pieces. That allows you to pack a minimum number of items while maximizing all of the looks you're going to have in only one bag. Nomad Lane is sponsoring this video, so I'm going to be showing you how these fit by using the new bento backpack. The Nomad Lane bento backpack opens in a clamshell design, and on one side is where you can pack the 1 to maybe 2 pairs of shoes, but for this trip I packed undies, socks, and a pair of pajamas. When I use the Cedo compression cubes, look how much room is left. Like, you could pack 2 shirts, pull them from your suitcase, and roll them lengthwise to pack them in this side of the backpack. I asked the owner and designer of the Nomad Lane bags for a showdown between what he packs in the other side of the backpack and what I pack. I can fit 10 outfits in this back side of the backpack. So be sure you stay around to the end to watch all of it unfold before your eyes. Okay, let's get started with our 10 outfit packing list for only one backpack. I use my travel outfit as a piece of equipment. These green joggers from Kohl's are what I wore in the airplane. They are made with 95% cotton and 5% rayon. They check all the boxes when traveling. Number one, they do not scrape the floor of the airplane lavatory because they're tapered. Number two, for my midlife style when traveling, it has a soft but stretchy elastic waistband that you barely feel against your skin, especially after eating all those croissants in Paris. And the most important one to me is number three. The color green is like a neutral. It is one of the most versatile colors you can go with for a travel outfit. Okay, notice the tops that I packed. For my travel outfit, I have a ribbed striped tee that can look elevated or dressy enough for a restaurant, depending on what accessories I choose to wear with it. For my travel outfit, I left it untucked, and I want you to notice that it drapes your body. It skims your body, so it does not cling, even though it looks slim fitting. Maybe it's because these pants are mid-rise. They go right across the edge where my belly pokes out the most, and then this shirt just sits correctly on my tummy or right below that waistband. And if you're going to be leaning over on the tray table to sleep, you don't have to worry about it coming up in the back. It's long enough for me. I'm size 10, 5'8", and the large is just fine. It does come in solid colors, but especially if you're going on a European vacation, the stripe is a great addition because it can be worn with denim color, with this green, or with white, any kind of color. I love a bright colored tee, and this one is long enough for me. It runs a little oversized, if that makes sense, but what I like it for is that a shirt that is like this can easily be tucked in halfway to give you a pulled together look. And the detailing along the collar is so different to make it more than just a grubby t-shirt that you wore in college. And notice the detailing along the sleeve. It almost looks like it's rolled up with the 3 little hem sections, and those do not get ratty or bendy when you wash them. It is machine washable, as are all of these, I think. Instead of white, I want to give you 2 options to go with, especially if white is not your safest color to travel with. It's more of an oatmeal color, this one from Walmart. It is V-neck, and they do have the crew neck style as well. But this is more of a boxy t-shirt you just want to wear maybe the last day and that day after you finally had that food tour. Oatmeal is a great color to go with the army green color, a light shade of blue color, even with white. Let me know if you prefer crew neck or V-neck. I know my mom does not want to wear V-neck, so let us know. But I also want to get this out of the way that we are done dressing to impress. So size up if it's going to make your pants not cling to your waistband or cut into your stomach. Size up in the shirt if it helps it have a more drapey look against your body. And if you are comfortable then that means you are confident. So just live life to the fullest and get on with your vacation. I also finally received my Unbound Merino tee that is made out of merino wool. Do not be confused or disappointed that the word wool is in the description. It is for hot and humid weather. So wear it this summer. Choose a long sleeve one in the wintertime because it regulates your body temperature. It does not absorb odor. When you sweat in the summer, it immediately wicks it away or lets it flow out because of that merino fabric. It is a great t-shirt to have in the summer, but also to just throw on and go grab a latte. So that gray color, that true light gray color, can be worn and mixed and matched with my color green joggers, my blue wide leg pants that I wore. I'll talk about those in a second. And then it can also even go with the yellow shorts. So I have 3 more outfits right there that are completely different for the vacation. Here are those blue pants, but I want to warn you that they are very long. They're probably 34 inches long, but they feel like you are wearing nothing at all. But I cut mine to my length. It's about 30 inches, and that means I can bend down and squat without those pants touching the floor anywhere. But it gives me a drapey style look when I'm walking while also having an elastic waistband. But notice it's a really thin elastic waistband, and they are high-waisted, but they're airy and flowy, perfect for summer. I can wear them with my Birkenstock lookalikes that actually are soft in the sole, or I can wear them with my sneakers. My travel tip strategy is to only pack thin pieces of clothing that you can mix and match. You do not want bulky clothing that's going to take up space when you do fold it or roll it, unless you have to have a one outfit, like my red dress that I packed as well in this 10 outfit list. It is a gauzy cotton, but I had to have it. I wanted it badly enough because it goes with one of the 2 pairs of shoes that I packed for this list. So this dress is perfectly drapey and flowy, but the sleeve goes only to the elbow, although it looks like the bell section makes it 3/4 length sleeve. But that bell section is so good at funneling air up through this dress. It is lightweight and flowy, but fun and casual for my style for this vacation. Highly recommend it. I'm wearing the medium. I could have even worn the small, but I wanted that length. I also packed these yellow shorts, and they are like a linen cotton blend, and they are not see-through. They hang straight and they do not ride up when you walk. Yellow is also a versatile color, especially if packing for the summer, and it can go with so many different tops. I like this purpley blue shirt from Quince because it's not exactly the predictable navy blue top, but I also have this Quince cardigan that is cashmere cotton. It feels almost like silk. And I love the detailing that the button is the same color as the cardigan. I have the light gray and I also have the blue. I'm wearing the large in that. This is so exciting, y'all, because I was so happy for you that we are actually able to pack all of that in only a backpack. Since I'm packing for the summer season with 10 outfits, I wore one outer layer in the airplane and I had that cashmere sweater packed inside. If you do prefer dresses, do not forget slip shorts. I have the culotte shorts because my dress is right above my knee. One strategy to remember is that your shoes and your crossbody bag should be neutral, especially if you are only packing in one bag. That way, everything can mix and match. Versatility is your goal. This pink suede sneaker comes in like 10 colors, but I love the pink suede color. If you need the lighter colors, though, they're available. They are so incredibly comfortable. It took no time to wear them in, but I also loved this Birkenstock look-alike that is more affordable, and it has a soft cushioned sole while still giving me arch support. And I love the sling back strap. I have to have those. I cannot wear flip-flops or slides without the back strap. It hurts my foot. Now I want to show you some ways that work for packing in only one bag that you may not have thought of yet. Here is the other clamshell side of the bento backpack. You can see I even forgot to mention that I also packed my exercise outfit or hangout outfit in here, but I just folded all of them and took them out. But then I also tried the rolling method, which is where the showdown begins between myself and the owner and designer of the bento bags. You can see that I have my slip shorts, any kind of exercise shirt that can be rolled up and fit into the corner of the suitcase, any pocket of empty space, you want to do that. This is using the rolling method, just like he did. And I roll, you can see how long it's taking me. But I like one method that he does is that once he rolls his item and places it in the bag, he smushes it or compresses it on his own downward, if that makes sense. And then I also have my one pair of pants that is extra. Usually I hang out my bulky item, like the red dress, until later, and I'll drape it over everything. And that's one packing tip. If you have a pair of jeans or a jacket, wait and roll everything or fold everything and then drape that item over the rest. The next packing method I am testing is with compression cubes. I've used a larger Cedo compression cube by Nomad Lane, and I can fit all of my items in there by just folding them. I try to make them match the shape of the cube, if that helps, even though they're rectangles. But you'll see that I will fold twice. Some items, I will fold them in a narrow shape. Sometimes the shorts will be folded again easily, but you just keep stacking and packing like Tetris, moving things, making them work for you. You zip that first zipper. I am not dainty with my zippers. I paid money for these things, so they are going to work for me. I am rugged with my travel gear. So you'll make the second zipper zip all the way, and that compresses all of the air between your clothing, which is going to open up so much space. Can you believe how much extra space is available now? Another packing method is to use a smaller compression cube and just pack a few of your outfits in. And now I can pack the other cube in my suitcase if you have more than one bag. And then I'll have room for my crossbody bag, my Italian leather one by Quince that has 3 different pockets. I can put that in the top section of this clamshell part with the whole packing cube underneath it. You can see that using the compression cubes opens up more space for you to pack other things if weight is not an issue for your airline. But I also want you to know that you can fold or just roll and do not use compression cubes, and you can still fit 10 outfits in one bag if you use these smart travel tips and tricks when packing. Remember to let us know your ideas for color schemes, what the easiest patterns are that give you a pop, or accessories that you like to use, or your neutral shoe that you have discovered. And then I really appreciate you watching. Even though it was a sponsored video, I hope I gave you tons of content in addition to showing you an awesome bag. All right, thanks for keeping it real.